What is a subreddit to steer clear from? Am I the asshole? Half the people on that sub are just looking for validation for their actions. Shit like, I ate it for helping an old lady cross the street. Like bruh, you clearly know you aren't the asshole. Yup, this one. The other problem is when there is actually a good post where both sides are understandable. Yet the Reddit hive mind chooses one side, and if you're not on that side you get downvoted to hell. Anything related to politics is 95% likely to be a group of angry people looking to vent only to acquire more anger whilst doing so. They're places where someone that is utterly delusional says the dumbest thing you have ever seen, completely disconnected from reality, and it's the top comment with 6 awards and a trail of people in agreement. AskReddit. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Our unpopular opinion is just filled with karma farmers posting opinions that are clearly popular. It's even worse now that unpopular opinions, especially political ones, I might add, can be removed on site and even get you banned. Our relationship_advice. Partner of 20 years farted in their sleep. Red flag. Break up with the monsieur. Get out of that house now girl, he's a sociopath. I know from experience, I dated a bed farter and then I woke up dead. Girl, you can do better. Quote. Our pics, aka a stolen photo and a poorly written sob story caption, i.e. someone's stolen photo of a book. Caption, this belonged to my grandma who fought in WW2, rescued cats from burning orphanages, and died recently of lung cancer. Or as I call in, anonymous Facebook. I like our no context pics. The only title I've seen is pic. No context is allowed, so the picture has to be good to make it anywhere. Our teenagers were a bunch of suicidal and horny karma whores. Our teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone'll bleed. Youth is the most beautiful thing in this world, and what a pity that it has to be wasted on children. George Bernard Shaw. Are child-free not because I disagree with the premise, mostly because they dehumanize kids in a pretty vile way. I get not wanting kids, but that sub is good candidate for subs to avoid. For child-free people who don't want to constantly see the nasty terms they use to refer to kids in parents, such as crotch fruit, breeders, or even fuck trophy, I recommend our true child-free. Ask Trump supporters. You're never going to get a decent answer and there is zero room for discourse. Edit. I see you MAGA boys. Give me those salty down votes. I cherish the monsieur. So it's just like any other political subreddit. Sort of. Only Trump supporters are allowed to make statements. All non-supporters caught not asking a question have comments removed, even if the comment is calling out a blatant lie. So again, sorta, but instead of getting downvoted to oblivion, you get deleted. Greater than sort of. Only Trump supporters are allowed to make statements. All non-supporters caught not asking a question have comments removed, even if the comment is calling out a blatant lie. It does make sense that subreddit is supposed to be about asking questions of Trump supporters, not attacking them or calling them out for being Trump supporters. We have pretty much every other politics subreddit on this site for that. If it's a place that's hostile to them, then they'll stop turning up, and the purpose of the sub is defeated. Our choosing beggars is mostly just people trying to validate their existence by making up stories about people desiring something from them for free. I mean, I'm willing to suspend a lot of disbelief for some juicy internet drama, but even I couldn't stomach the horse shit posted constantly there. And how every story is the exact same. Can I have this? No. Please? I'll give you $2. No. It's already undervalued. Fuck you. I didn't want your thing anyway. You pause. 10 minutes later. Sorry. Can I have the thing? Quote. No. Fuck you. I'm gonna destroy your business by telling everyone I know. I swear. Every post has those exact steps. Our politics. I'm fine with their crapping on Trump and co. But if you're remotely left of center and not a Biden, Clinton mega fan, you're branded as just as bad. Can't tell you how much progressive bashing goes on there. Which is ironic considering it was the opposite a few months ago. Regardless of the truth of either accusation, asterisk. And I do have my doubts on Reid. And I do believe Ford, asterisk, that the immediate reaction, before investigation, evidence, etc., on our politics to Dr. Ford's accusations was look at how terrible Kavanaugh is, while the initial reaction to Reid's was, here is every single major and minor hole in her accusation and Biden has done nothing wrong, is honestly disgusting. Coming on figurines. Well, time to go to eye bleach. I've watched videos of women surrounded by 30 men, each taking turns ejaculating on her, sometimes simultaneously, but for some reason seeing cum on a little plastic figurine really grossed me out. Fuck my curiosity, man, I need to burn my eyes. Moose Newt click edit. Fuck, I clicked it. Entitled Parents. It was funny stories at first, but over time, most stories develop the same general plotline. Has something that Ed or their kid wants. Refuses to give it. Ed goes to crazy lengths to get it. It's to the point where most of the stories aren't even believable or enjoyable. People. Entitled Mom. Her asshole son. As. Me. My boss. MB. Elderly customer. EC. New receptionist. NR. Mail carrier. MC. I can't stand reading those posts. Just spell out the damn names. This format is so obnoxious. 5 September 2020 is on some cult shit. Their about says, how will we survive? Who is the man in the blue flames? Where does the hallway lead? Quote, confused screaming. This entire sub is based of a guy's dream he was having. He'd make a million posts trying to get people to tell him what it meant. It's also that typical doomsday BS where there is the original date. But hey, there's also this other number that takes place in 2 years. If it doesn't happen now, it will happen then. I liked at their posts. Do they think the apocalypse is gonna happen? Pretty sure. Yeah. Holy shit, man, I just looked into that rabbit hole, hoping it's not real cause that subreddit was kinda creepy. Definitely a cult. Or just an owner with schizophrenia. Corned beef approved. First thing I saw was a bunch of wasps entering a guy's dick hole. Fuck you, destroy my eyes please. Damn, I read this and still click thinking you were exaggerating. Fuck you and fuck me for clicking on that. Fuck off. Fuck. What is it please? I don't want to be scarred. Don't click on it. It's a bunch of photos of people with cactuses or bees or other shit on their dick. Do not click on it. It's disturbing. At least one person has by now bookmarked that for later. No sleep. But not for the advertised reason. I heard a noise I did not immediately recognize. Part 1843. Damn, that noise was spooky though. I see where you are coming from, monsieur. Definitely some worthless cliché bullshit on there. However, it does occasionally have some really good stuff. Yes, this. It used to be good. Sometimes you can still find a gem every now and then. But God, multi-part series need to be banned. I came here for short stories, not a whole damn novel. No slip on the other hand. Goldmine. Rate my poop. Don't click on it. I can never UNSE this. I told you to stay away from it. I'm so sorry. No, I'm sorry. Now you need bleach, my child. WHO in their right mind would do something like this. Holy cow, why does this exist? So that people can get their poop rated. Protect and serve. So many cop apologists. ETA. Thanks for proving my point by trying to bury this. I need some eye bleach right now. Eye bleach. Scary Bilbo. It can't be that bad. I love that part of Fellowship. Seized Scary Bilbo porn at the top of the tab. Never mind. Communist monsieur. I grew up in a community who helped survivors of the Cultural Revolution. The fact that anyone would try to justify it in similar instances are scu monsieur. Edit. For clarification, I'm referring to the Cultural Revolution under Communist China. R. Dark jokes. The mods absolutely destroy that place with their stupid unfunny pranks. Yeah, and it's the same approximately 5 joke ideas over and over again with little variation. With like one stolen charm or very few weeks. They were all just being offensive and outrageous for the sake of being offensive and not for humor. R. Grow your clit. R. Unpopular opinion. R. Lesbians. It's mostly just straight dudes fetishizing lesbians. R/Wuhan_flu. Literally quarantined. No noticeable censorship. Moderation. R. Fasting. Want to learn how to cause irreparable heart damage? Just don't eat for 80 days. It's healthy. Unless you want to meet some truly delusional people, I'd steer clear of R. Sino and R. Hoppus. I'm surprised that I haven't seen any subreddits about incels in this post. Their mindset is totally unhealthy and toxic as hell. And it's actually not that hard for men in bad places in their lives to fall victim to their rhetoric. Honestly, their attitudes and positions are angering, but it's kinda sad too, because these are often young men who could otherwise have healthy relationships if they didn't fall victim to the incel mindset. Overall, it's just a pretty hateful and cringy place, and I wouldn't recommend visiting it unless you're trying to gain insight into incels for whatever reason. I think it's partly because it's like insular and hard to get out of when you're in there. So you can't really talk about it, and you forget that it exists when you're not in there, because it boggles the mind. This one is only frequented by masochistic freaks. Stay away. R. Knew the shit I've seen. WTF is on that sub. It says it's banned. R. Ban video games. No. We need to spread awareness of the Nazi G***merpedos. I can't tell if they are serious or if they are just intentionally antagonizing gamers as a joke. In the description it says that it isn't a joke. It isn't satire. And they aren't trolls. But even after reading that, it's so hard to believe. I mean, just read through the comment sections of some of the more popular posts. The way they talk just makes it sound unbelievably fake. It is satire. By now it's probably a crazy mix of people who are serious and who are joking, and who think the other people on the sub-side with them is your. This has to be satire. You can't have a top post about the lack of video games in Japan knowing full well a large number of gamers are jerking it to the girls of Persona 5. R. Relationship advice. Seriously, it's a place where armchair psychiatrists go to give shit advice. My boyfriend left a dirty dish in the sink. What should I do? Quote, if you're financially independent, break up and go no contact. Edit. A word. This carrot, literally the smallest thing and they go. Major red flag. Break up like what? Asterisk R. Uplifting news is full of hypocrites constantly breaking their one and only rule. And I quote, don't be a dick. Quote. Asterisk R. RWBY used to be a welcoming place full of creativity and acceptance. But ever since the last few episodes of Volume 3, it's turned into a toxic bees-only club. By which I mean that only Bumblebee shippers are allowed to so much as discuss shipping nowadays. It certainly doesn't help that people there can't see that the show itself has gotten worse by the volumes since Volume 4 and will only keep getting worse from now on. Largely because of said ship. Asterisk R. WWE is proof that nothing makes WWE fans happy. Most wrestling fans use R² anyway. Any political subreddit turns into an echo chamber. Avoid the political subreddits with political views you just agree with. I have not found a subreddit where you can have a genuine debate. In general, I've just given up on having any political opinion. It's not worth the mental effort or terror of people's reactions, full stop. Any group online that has any political opinion, whether I agree with it or not, I'll just ditch because it always ends badly. Then again, it could be just because one time someone actually tried to dox me for a petty political opinion and then mocked me for having a private account instead of having it public like theirs. If I wasn't such a naive fool, I should have just doxed them instead. They had their places of employment, schools publicly visible, so it would be enough to know roughly where they are. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.